How's it going, guys? Welcome to episode 6 of the Flow Show, Synthesizing a Plan of Action, Part 1. So today we're going to be talking about taking the concepts that we've previously discussed on the show, anchoring, documenting, finding patterns, and boiling that down to a plan of action that begs the least amount of thought possible on your part, because you're going to be doing a lot of planning beforehand and identifying techniques that are going to allow you to do multiple things at once. We're here in our brand new studio. It looks amazing. I'm super excited, so let's jump right into it. So first, in establishing your goal, you want to identify your current skill level and match it to what you think you can reasonably achieve. So basically, you want to envision yourself achieving your goal. Identifying techniques that are going to allow you to do the best with this plan. Working hard at something, but you're not cognizant of the approach that you have. Think about trying to push a boulder up a hill. Sure, you're working hella hard to push that boulder, but how much results are you actually getting? Try either one or the other individually so you can really see how well it works out to just work hard or just work smart. Take what's in your head, what you want to be able to do, and putting the thought work and the discipline behind that. So there's a thing called the Eisenhower method, which breaks things down into 4 quadrants. You either do it, delay it, delegate it, or delete it. Forget about it. So in terms of the first one, just doing it, that should be the most urgent. So the second one, delaying it, can this get done later? Delegating is when you either don't have the time or as much ability perhaps as someone else who could do it better, faster. Don't be afraid to just chuck it. Just get rid of it. What you have to start with is a collective understanding of each other's roles. Say you have to make a decision as a group. So if you're all aligned in the same goal and everyone knows that you're looking out for them, their interests, and as a team you want to get to the same place, think about all the components that go into your plan and yourself in it, and you want to develop a role for yourself in the game, and each thing that you do right, you want to be able to reward yourself somehow. So, there are power-ups, bad guys, allies, and yourself as the hero of the story. When you're busy, you're typically spinning your wheels and maybe not necessarily getting anywhere, whereas when you're working effectively, that means that you're achieving results in what you're doing. So the question that I want to ask you for this episode is, do you feel more busy or effective? I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Be sure to subscribe, smash that like button, and stay tuned for part 2.
You know what? That's actually it. Like, smash the, wait, hold up. I want to say smash that like button. That's my thing. Alright, well, let's start it over. Yeah.